So a quick question. By a show of hands, who would agree that in the world we face amazing challenges, unprecedented challenges? And thanks to today, do we have a great example that suggests we can rise to those challenges? And I'm grateful to be here because I feel like I represent the arts, creativity, because we face amazing challenges. And if those challenges are to be transformed into opportunities, certainly we will need creativity. So my job tonight is to wrap up the highlights of a day when global citizenry was bright in the limelight. But to be a global citizen, what does it mean? Well, at heart, it's to provide humanity with a brighter dream of a world where forums like this spark the transformation of a society that transcends borders and nations. The day began with Olinga, Dr. Modi and the Hinduja brothers laying the foundations of how we'll become the global citizens that our world so dearly needs. What are the key elements? Well, Olinga suggested there's three, namely social innovation, capacity development, and technological smarts to heal a world that by good versus bad has been torn apart. So we must start to move beyond the chains of politics and religion to create that one world of Dr. Modi's vision. The mission then is to connect global cities that can empower the change, trusting that the leaders will emerge in a natural way. But we must change those laws that oppress us or hold us back, because we've all graduated from the UOL and now we must act. But the fact is, if we're to conceive a brand new earth, we must share our cultures and erase poverty's curse. But first, always, change begins in our hearts and homes, because wealth without happiness can never be growth. And we learned from Ian the importance of finding the heart, because every human connection provides a new way to start, allowing us to move past the greed of Gordon Gekko, inspired by Mandela and Gandhi to step up and show that we can let go of the differences that daily divide and start the conversations so we can stand and unite. It's time, once again, to dance when it rains and to have the courage to be the love that heals the pain. And we heard refrains and soaring melodies pure before enjoying some food that any king would adore. And for the second session, innovation was the focus, how technology can create value in a world that seems hopeless. We know that social networks can change the world if we use them properly, such as empowering farmers trapped in poverty. But often we forget that tech isn't always unequivocally good. Just because we can, does it mean that we should? And it could be so different if the globe could align to the power of a triple bottom shine. And Hoz reminds that if a global citizenry is to uprise and ignite, the internet and smartphones are a basic human right. But we must keep in sight that yes, technology can make us more equal, as long as we never forget that it starts and ends with people. And after a break for tea, we discussed the movements of populations, how this can be a powerful force for enlightened globalization. Raj stated that in days of yore, the First Nations were formed simply so kings could justify war. But the story of Mashana and of our return to effortless human flight proves that going within will bring us to that path that's right. And Gulzari reminds that a truly global economy needs migration to dissolve the limitations of borders and nations. So from today, let's erase those negative connotations and be global citizens who believe in immigration. And the way I finish this up is to thank you, one and all. Because we've gathered, we've connected, we've answered the call. Because divided we'll fall, but together we are strong. So my brothers and sisters, wherever you're from, know that it's because we are at the brink that now is the time for the colors of our human rainbow to beautifully shine, defined no longer by race or nation, but by heart and soul. One people, one planet, empowered and whole. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much indeed, George. That was fantastic.